I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming to another episode of Wellness Wednesday. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 things that I do to get ready to go back to work. I start back to work tomorrow, and it's going to be busy, and I'm a little bit nervous about how I'm going to handle it and how the family's going to handle it. So I'm trying to take every precaution I can to make my life easier. My goals for this week as far as fitness and health are to do a few things. One, I want to walk at least 20 minutes 2 times this week. And that's a pretty attainable goal, and that's really important. You want to have short, attainable goals, and goal setting is really important for your health and fitness if you're trying to change your habits. So I'm trying to make a couple of goals every week that are short, attainable goals that I can manage. So one is to walk at least 20 minutes 2 times a week. I already did one today, so yay, I'm off to a great start. I also went sledding with my kids, so technically it's like 2 walks. I also want to be in bed by 10 every day this week. I've gotten into a really bad habit of staying up really late, and that's got to change as I'm going back to work. So I wake up big, but now I'm heading back to work. I got to get the kids out the door, get them to daycare and school, and get myself off to my appointments for the day. So I got to get to bed early, and part of that is to meditate every night. So bed by 10, meditate every night. And then along with my walks, I'm also trying to do sauna at least 2 times a week. So sauna has a lot of really good health benefits. I'll talk about that in another episode. But each day that I do my walk, I'm going to also do a sauna. The 5th goal is kind of an interesting one. I signed up for the Noom app this week. Maybe you've heard of it. It's kind of a weight loss accountability app thing. There's a 2-week free trial, so I'm going to trial it and see what I think about it. It has really great science behind it and reviews, so I'm really science oriented. I like that kind of stuff that has research behind it. So I'm going to try that for 2 weeks, and then I'm actually going to do a review on here of that new map and let you guys know what I thought about that 2-week trial. So far, I'm really liking it. So my 5th goal is to stick with the Noom app recommendations, which are to weigh myself daily and to log all my food for the day. And it tells you which foods are green, yellow, or red in terms of calories and content and caloric density and that sort of thing. And then I'm also, as part of that, so weigh myself, log my food, and do 10 minutes of reading. They have like lessons for you about food and nutrition. So I'm going to do that. So those are my goals. Stick with the new map, walk 20 minutes 2 times this week, meditate every day, bed by 10, and sauna. So those are my short-term attainable goals for this week. Okay, so returning to work. Well, I've been off for 6 months, and that has been very interesting, but now I'm going back. I'm starting back tomorrow. It's my first full day. I'm doing a gradual return to work. I had actually, when I had my surgery for my cancer treatment, I was off from January until March, and then I kind of jumped right back into it. As soon as I got the all clear from my doctor that I was healed from my surgery, I kind of said, great, let's jump back into work. It was probably a little bit too soon, because then I started having problems in June, kind of ish. I started having really bad pain, and by September it had gotten to the point where it was completely unmanageable. I couldn't manage my family, I couldn't manage work. It was all I could do to manage the pain. So I went off, and I'm very glad that I did. So I went off from September until now. So it's been a while. My apologies for the music in the background. My kids, while I'm just making dinner here, are watching a movie, so it's a little bit loud. But hopefully you guys can hear me through it. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go back regardless, and I'm feeling pretty good, and I've got all the tools in place now to manage the pain that I am having. So I went back up on my medications, and the pain is back under control, manageable. I feel very functional, so I'm going back to work, and I'm really excited too. But what are the things that I can do to try and ease this transition, both for me, for my family? It's going to be a big shift. I've been off for a long time. So I have 5 things that I'm doing. One is meal prep for the week. 2 is having a family calendar. 3 is cleaning house. So both literally and figuratively. And then 4 is managing my appointments, and 5 is planned me time. So meal prep for the week, kind of getting a sense of what I'm doing right here. I've got a whole bunch of things out on the counter here. You can probably see lots of veggies, some stuff going here that I'm working on. Meal prep is going to be really important because evenings tend to be busy. We have activities with the kids during the week, on Tuesdays particularly, and then my husband does shift work, so it's often just me and with the kids in the evening. So I'm just trying to make my life easier by planning out our meals, because oftentimes where I get stuck is we eat pretty healthy most of the time, but where I tend to get stuck is if I don't know what we're having and I'm tired and it's been a long day, which I'm expecting I will have this week. I just don't know what to make, and I kind of just reach for whatever's easiest, especially if I'm by myself. I also made our family a little menu calendar, or little menu that you can probably see here. So I laid out all of our meals for this week. I haven't really done a lot of meal planning in the past. I would cook like chicken breasts on Sunday night and have those in the freezer so I could just pop them out and make like a stir fryer and stuff like that during the week. But that's kind of the extent of what I've done. But this week I'm actually cutting up a lot of veggies. Any of the veggies that we're gonna need during the week, I'm trying to get those already. Any of the meat that we're gonna have during the week is cooked. And then I have stuff for lunches and stuff for the kids. So I have muffins made for the kids' lunches. I have energy bites made as a snack for me, so I have some healthy snack options. I'm going to make some chia coconut milk pudding, which I really like. It's like practically like ice cream, but it's way healthier. And then I'm doing something new with my breakfast. I really like to have eggs for breakfast in the morning, but I often don't have the time to cut up all the vegetables and do all that, kind of have all the stuff I want in them ready, so then I just don't eat. So I'm actually cutting up all the veggies for my eggs so that I have them in the fridge for the week, and then I can just add them to the eggs for the morning. So that's kind of my little, how I'm kind of handling my meal prep. So that's meal prep. I'm totally in love with this cookbook. If there's any moms out there or dads that are struggling with things for their kids to eat, I love, love, love this cookbook. It's lots of healthy things. It's not restrictive in terms of like carbs and pasta and things like that. And it's just got a lot of good things, lots of meal planning tips and stuff. So I love this cookbook. I just picked it up. The second thing is a family calendar and having that organized. So this is our family calendar. You can see here, it's stuck on the wall in a really visual place. It has all the kids' activities on it. It has the school schedule, like day 1, day 2, that kind of stuff. It has all my work days in it and my husband's schedule, my doctor appointments, the kids' doctor appointments. It's just, I mean, I know everybody probably would laugh because shouldn't we be using our phones and stuff for this these days, but because my husband works shift work, and often we are passing shifts in the night in terms of childcare. It's everybody kind of has to have one place where we know where we can find all the appointments and that sort of thing. So that's our family calendar. That kind of brings me actually to my third thing, which is managing appointments. So after having cancer and dealing with chronic pain, I have a lot of different appointments that I have to go to. So I have physio 2 times a week that I'm going to. So pelvic floor physio 2 times a week. I also have my 3-month checkups with CancerCare, so every 3 months I have those checkups. I have a number of specialists that I've been seeing over the last few months to deal with this and try and investigate this chronic pain, so I have rechecks with them. I have a hormone specialist, so there's a gynecologist who specializes in hormones that I go see, a gynecologist that I see for trigger point injections, which I'll talk about another time. I have my family doctor that I go see for regular checkups every couple weeks to help manage my medication. I have a pain specialist that I see to help manage my medications and the pain. I have a chiropractor that I go and see a couple times a week right now because my back's been bugging me. I have a naturopath that I see. This list is ridiculous. I have a naturopath that I see on a monthly basis. I have a counselor through CancerCare that I also go and see. Not very often. I was going once a week, especially when this pain kind of crept back up. I was going once a week because I was scared, and I had a lot of emotions around that. But now it's kind of once a month, kind of as I need her. So I go and see a counselor regularly. And then I've been told I need to start doing acupuncture. So I have a lot of appointments, and so managing those appointments is a big part of easing my transition back into work. So I have picked a day. So I'm doing a gradual transition to work. So I'm going back 3 days a week. And then every week we're going to add half a day. I have picked one day out of the week that's like my appointment day, so I know exactly when to schedule my appointments for. I know that my kids don't have any activities on those days. I know that I can get help if I need somebody to pick up the kids from daycare for me if I have appointments after work and they're going late. So I've picked one day out of the week that's my appointment day. That's Thursdays for me, and I've scheduled all my appointments for the coming month on Thursdays so that I can manage them easily. So that's the appointment side of things. So meal prep, having a family calendar where everything is written down, managing my appointments. The next thing is cleaning house, both literally and figuratively. When I go back to work, I just wanted everything to be easy. I didn't want to have these outside stressors. When you have a whole ton of stuff to do around the house and it's kind of weighing on your mind, I didn't want that. So we just moved into this house this past summer. So I organized some of my cupboards, which you can see into right now. I put up some artwork that we'd been neglecting to put up and it's just kind of sitting around the house. I did that last week. And then I did like a deep clean of my house. So I dusted every baseboard, cleaned off the cupboards, cleaned all of our rooms. I'm not going to say that it was because I was looking for my smartwatch, but it might have been because I was looking for my smartwatch. But I also wanted to do just a deep clean of the house so it was done and then I didn't have to worry about it. So cleaning the house. And then along with that was just cleaning up some practices around the house. So my husband and I talked about how we're managing the kids when I go back to work and how we're managing his shift work, how we're managing the dog, like cleaning house figuratively as well, getting my office cleaned up so it's a healthy space for me to work. I work from home. So having that as a healthy space, having my car clean so that's a healthy space because the other place I work is my car. I'm a salesperson, so I work in my home and in my vehicle. It's kind of like my office, so having that be a healthy space. So just finishing all those projects that needed to be finished up so they're not weighing on my mind, and then actually having a clean, healthy workspace to go back to. The fifth and last thing that I did for my return to work is planned me time. So I sat down with my husband and we said what day and time is going to be time for me. It's really hard when you have young kids. I'm sure anybody can attest to this, to carve out that me time when you can kind of do whatever you need to. If I want to work on my vlog, I can do that. If I want to crochet for a couple hours, because I took up crocheting while I was off work, I can do that for a couple hours. Just something where I have time to either go to the gym, do yoga, meditate, have a sauna, go for a walk, any of those things that are hard to find the time to do. That's what I wanted that planned me time for. So we decided that, and again, he has shift work and it's kind of wonky, but whenever he has Saturday mornings off, he's going to take the kids to their gymnastics and stuff on Saturday mornings, and then I'll have a few hours of just me time where I can do all of those things that I want to do. And I think that's really important. I really didn't appreciate the power of me time before I went on this leave. And now that I've been at home and my kids are in daycare and I've had time to rest and recuperate, I see how valuable that time is. So please, please, please give yourself, plan out some time for yourself. Carve it out of your day wherever you can in a week so that you have that time. So those are the 5 things that I'm doing to get myself back to work. I'm meal prepping for the week. We have a family calendar that helps keep us all organized, managing my appointments with all of my medical staff, and having those set up for a single day during the week where I know that I have all the resources and support in place to be able to go to those appointments. Cleaning house, both literally and figuratively, and then planned me time. So those are the 5 things that I'm doing. I hope you found this video useful. Please like it and subscribe to my channel. Every time you like the video, watch it all the way through, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me get the word out and get this video shown on to other people so that they can watch it and see it as well. So please hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next Sunday for Cervical Sunday.
I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. I will not feel bad today. I'll be happy if I want to. I will be the sun. I'm okay, I'm okay.